So boys and girls, Leicester are finally back in action this Saturday as our FA Cup defence begins. However, after Brendan Rodgers' pre-match press conference, we have some major injury news. Jamie Vardy is set to be out all the way until March, with Jonny Evans also sidelined until April. We have an update on the fitness of James Justin, as well as the return dates of Patson Daka and Caglar Soyuncu, and we'll also discuss the latest transfer news as Leicester look to target another Belgium star. So join me today, boys and girls, as we discuss the latest Leicester news. Yes lads, how you all doing? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Now today, boys and girls, we are back once again discussing the latest Leicester transfer rumours and news. It's the first video of 2022 and we're going to mostly talk about injury news, which you know is fantastic. But of course, the January transfer window is also now open and we've got a lot to discuss in today's video, boys and girls. So yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into it. Right then lads, kicking things off then, let's discuss the injury news. So Brendan Rodgers had his pre-match press conference today at Caglar ahead of course tomorrow's game in the FA Cup against Watford, and it's fair to say it is not looking good. So first of all then, Brendan Rodgers says Jamie Vardy will be out up to 8 weeks with a hamstring injury. He won't need an operation but is set to return in March. So there we go then lads, Jamie Vardy out until March, 8 weeks out with a hamstring injury, and this, believe you boys, is just a start. So yeah, Vardy out until March. Not the greatest of news, of course. Vardy has had this hamstring injury for the past couple of games. Picked up in the first game against Liverpool in the Carabao Cup, and of course got it in the Premier League game against Liverpool where he went down and stupidly decided to play on, which obviously made this injury a lot worse than it already was. Some more news then from Rob Tanner. He says Leicester's issues are getting worse. Evans has had an operation and will be out until April, and Vardy is now out for 8 weeks. So lads, another injury to add to the list. Jonny Evans now out all the way up to April. An operation then for Jonny Evans. Of course, Jonny Evans has had an ongoing injury since really the FA Cup final. Really, he's had a really disrupted season. Been in and out the side. I think, you know, his age is really getting to him now. It looks like Jonny Evans is, you know, going to really struggle to get back to full fitness now in general. Of course, now out until April. Hopefully he can recover, come back towards the end of the season. But yeah, just shocking news again, really. Of course, with Jonny Evans now out all the way up to April, we've got some more news on Soyuncu, and of course Fofana's injured and Marty's out as well. We've only really got Vestergaard. That leaves a massive gap in our back line, especially at centre-backs. Yeah, looks like Brendan Rodgers and Leicester will be investing in a centre-back. You would have expected this January. We'll get onto that later on with the transfer plan, what type of players Leicester will be signing this January. But yeah, Jonny Evans out until April is a massive miss for Leicester. And the main man, Rob Tanner, is back once again, this time on Ryan Bertrand. Ryan Bertrand is seeing a specialist on his knee injury and he is also still out. And in the last hour or so, we got some more injury news from Rob Tanner. Yeah, more injury news has came in. Rodgers has revealed that he will just have 9 senior outfield players to call upon for Saturday's game against Watford. Luke Thomas and Boubakary Soumaré also definitely out. Keenan Dewsbury a major doubt. Castagna hasn't trained but could be fit. Down to just 9 outfield players now for Leicester going into the FA Cup clash on Saturday. Obviously the FA Cup have said that the games will go ahead no matter what. If you don't have a team, you have to play under 21s or whatever. So start at the game will get postponed or anything. If this was a Premier League match, we could get it postponed really, because 9 outfield players, I know it's injuries, but still, it is just not looking good at all, is it? So 9 outfield players going into the game against Watford. We're going to definitely see some youngsters play on Saturday as we host Watford at the King Power. So overall, lads, here's a full list of Leicester's injuries and absences going into Saturday's game against Watford. So out, James Justin, Wesley Fofana, Caglar Soyuncu, Ryan Bertrand, Evans, Vardy, Keletaere, Daniel Amati, Ricardo, Keenan Dewsbury, Mendy and Diddy, Castagna, Thomas, Patson Daka and Boubakary Soumaré. It's fair to say we are deep within an injury crisis right now, and yeah, it's an absolute shambles. And to be honest, boys, I think we need to look at the physio here. What is the guy doing? We can literally have about 15 players out injured. We have 9 senior outfield players left. Yes, you can have injuries, but a lot of these injuries are muscle injuries, like hamstrings, groins, whatever. I don't really know the muscles or bones or whatever, but you know what I mean? Like, these injuries are not like big tackle injuries. They're the injuries which have been picked up in training, and strains and groin strains, etc. All that type of stuff, which can easily be prevented. So I don't know what the physio's doing, but yeah, to be honest, I think he needs to go really, boys, because he's not doing a very good job, is he? However, some better news for Leicester. Caglar Soyuncu and Patson Daka are set to return to face Burnley on the 15th of January. Ryan Bertrand is being assessed with a knee injury. Of course, we said that about Ryan Bertrand. Yeah, return dates there for Caglar Soyuncu and Patson Daka for the Burnley game on the 15th. Of course, they'll miss the game against Watford and also the game against Everton on the 11th of January. I do believe, yeah, them two looking likely to return back to the side then for the trip to Turf Moor on Saturday, the 15th of January. And we also have an update on the fitness of James Justin. Brendan Rodgers says James Justin will play an under-23s match tomorrow as he comes close to first team return. If we get him back, it will be a big boost for us, but we have to be careful with him. Some better news once again then for Leicester as James Justin edges ever closer back to first team fitness. Obviously, James Justin has been out for almost a whole year now, so it will be fantastic to get him back into the side, but just like Brendan Rodgers has said, we cannot risk James Justin. We have to ease him back into the swing of things, but you know, one game we just have to throw him in really because we don't have an option. Obviously, JJ was fantastic last season. Hopefully, he can come back in and try and replicate that type of performance though. But obviously, coming back from injury like that is going to be very, very difficult for the talented young fullback. So there we go then, boys and girls. That is all the injury news then from Brendan Rodgers' press conference ahead of tomorrow's game against Watford in the FA Cup. Too many injuries to count. It's not looking good at all. We are in a big injury crisis right now. But yeah, that's all the updates from Brendan Rodgers' pre-match press conference. That's everything we know going into tomorrow's game against Watford. And for me, that game can be a complete write-off in my opinion. Obviously, we're gonna have to play the youth. And realistically, can Leicester even compete in another competition? I don't know. The preview for the Watford game will be out tomorrow morning, so stay tuned for that one on match day. But yeah, boys, that's all the updates. Let me know your thoughts on the injuries in the comment section down below. Which player is going to be the biggest miss? How are Leicester going to turn this around? Let me know in the comment section down below. And of course, Leicester are missing 4 players due to the African Cup of Nations. Obviously, Keletaere and Wilfred Ndidi have joined up with the Nigerian squad. Danny Lamarty has joined up with Ghana, and of course Papi Mendy has joined up with the Senegal squad, I do believe as well. So good luck to them for out in Cameroon. I do believe the African Cup of Nations is obviously it's a month long. Hopefully they come back fresh and fit, no injuries, and you know, I reckon Nigeria could do a decent job. So yeah, Mona Nigeria, and hopefully them boys can have a solid tournament out there and perform well for their countries. But yeah, boys, it's just not looking good, is it? Right then, lads, moving things on then, it's now time to talk a bit of transfer news. It has been a while, but we are back with the transfer videos on the channel. It doesn't look like Leicester will be signing anyone special this January, but there is a few rumours going around, so I thought, why not discuss them? And Brendan Rodgers did speak about transfers in his press conference today at Seagrave. So here's what Brendan Rodgers had to say. There's not an endless pot of money here, but we'll try to bring players in this January. So pretty much that suggests that Leicester will be trying to loan in a player this January, just like we have in previous seasons. Of course, we did loan in Youri Tielemans. That worked out quite well, but the other season with Ryan Bennett, that didn't work out too well. Of course, last year we signed no one. But yeah, it looks like Leicester are going to try and loan in a few players this January. In my opinion, it's going to have to be a centre-back, really. However, the current rumours for Leicester right now is not about a centre-back. It's about Belgium attacker Charles De Ketelaere. I probably butchered his name, but yeah, that's who Leicester are currently linked to right now. LCFC are reportedly keen to reach an agreement quickly for Belgium international Charles De Ketelaere ahead of a potential summer transfer move. And another report on Charles De Ketelaere from RTL Belgium. They report that PSG and Real Madrid have also been linked, and a final fee of around £40 million has been revealed. So lads, that's the current news around Charles De Ketelaere then. A lot of clubs interested, £40 million, which you know is a very high fee. But yeah, PSG and Real Madrid interested. This guy is definitely a very talented player. So for those of you who don't know who Charles De Ketelaere is, or Charles De Ketelaere is a 20-year-old Belgium international, currently plays football for Club Brugge, attacking midfielder, attacking player in general, and also got a lot of praise at Euro 2020 for the Belgium national squad. So yeah, lads, that's the latest then on Charles De Ketelaere and his potential transfer move to Leicester City. This deal looks to be completed in the summer, with Leicester putting in the hard work right now in January, trying to agree some stuff, just like we did with the transfer deal of Boubacar Soumaré, where deals were agreed in like March, April time. Of course, the final deal was done in around July time. So I think something similar could potentially happen here. Nothing too major right now, but yeah, that's really the only transfer around Leicester right now. Let me know your thoughts on the Belgium in the comment section down below. There will be there'll be some videos coming on it if it progresses with its stats, etc. What type of player we can expect. Yeah, nothing too major right now, but yeah, boys, that's the latest reports then on Charles Charles De Ketelaere. So the boys and girls, that's it for today's video. Of course, in today's video, I bring you guys the latest Leicester transfer rumours and news with the injury news, and also the latest transfer rumours for Leicester around Belgium star Charles De Ketelaere. If you guys have enjoyed today's video, let me know by dropping a like, subscribe as well to the channel. If you guys have not already, let me know your thoughts and opinions on what we discussed in today's video in the comment section down below. Some big news coming from Leicester and some interesting transfer rumours as well. But yeah boys, I'm a Sportsa and I'll see you guys very, very soon in my next video. Peace guys.